Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It may be hard to find a running lane today. The Seahawks have the best rush defense in the league, and they're going against the Redskins, who will try to avoid becoming one-dimensional.
Larry, no trip to the Northwest is really complete without a little rain, and we're going to get plenty of it here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Washington Redskins. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
The first carry now. This is Lacey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Lacey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. Well, and you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
That's what they were aiming for. You want to keep moving the sticks, get into a rhythm, gain confidence as you go along. And right now, mission accomplished.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacey. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The play fake to Lacey. Now this is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Eddie Lacey, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. This is the rookie from Oklahoma, Samaje Perine. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Second down, Cousins. And a hook up over the middle to Pryor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Cousins on first down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Now a second down throw for Cousins. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Cousins gives this to Pirine. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins now on 2nd down. He will find Davis on the left side complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Cousins to his tight end Davis. Good for a Washington first. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. From the red zone now, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Cousins a handoff. This is Pirine. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Kai Forbath on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoff. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They begin the drive with Lacey. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down, here's Wilson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and it's 3rd down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Now Wilson. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. So out now come the Redskins. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. The drive starts with a handoff to P-Ryan. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. Throwing is Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Cliff Averill, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And it goes in motion here in the backfield. 3rd and long for Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run it again with Lacey. Oh, he's got some Eddie Lacy. See you later. 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Eddie Lacy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again,
again.
and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A first down throw for Cousins. A deep ball for Dotson. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And Davis with it left side. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. P-Ryan. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Play action for P-Ryan. Now Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
third down, Cousins. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Davis. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout. Defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got room to run past the 20. And he's out of bounds right at the 25. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. First down, Wilson. Flush to his right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now Wilson on second down. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Third down now following the completed pass. Throwing is Wilson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And now running right through it. The Redskins offense now, they get To take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Thompson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The play clock's running down. Lacey gets the handoff from Wilson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And left side here, it's Graham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Now Wilson on first down. He'll set up the screen to Lacy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. First down, Seahawks. Wilson to Baldwin.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the fake to Lacy, here's Wilson, rolling to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing again here, Wilson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So it's only 3 points on this opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And even though that stretches out the lead, Charles, I think you'd have to consider this a win for the defense, no?
Couldn't agree more, Brandon. That offense got themselves in prime position to really open up this ball game, but the drive stalled out. And yeah, 3 points is very easy to get back in today's NFL.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Throw left side complete. That's Thompson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he's got his man on the comebacker. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Wilson to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Matt Ioannidis in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's John Ryan now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Michael Bannon getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Cousins now on second down. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 17. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They start the drive on the ground with Lacey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Wilson. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down, Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Will Redmond. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick-6 for a Redskins touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Tyler Lockett now with the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. The Seahawks on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Richardson. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
A dump off to Lacey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Graham. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. Now we give to the first man through, and that's Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Seahawks on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On third down, here's Lacy. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Eddie Lacy in the final minute. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. And the wideout in motion. Back to throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Cousins to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a